Peace. Since you clicked on this video, you definitely are curious about fitness. So maybe you lack being fit. You lack your fitness. You're out of shape. You're overweight. You don't have that functionality, that mobility. You hit the video, right? You clicked on it. So obviously you want to know something about it, right? You want to be more fit. You want to lose some weight. You want to gain some strength. Nowadays, fitness is classified as lifting weights, being athletic, bodybuilding type modalities, bench press, shoulder press, squats, curls, unilateral type exercises. But do you even know what fitness is? Like the real definition of fitness. So of course, the root word is fit. Fit is simply being able to do something, right? So say like if you in a real estate and you selling some type of property, you want to be a real estate agent. Are you fit to be a real estate agent? Right? You see, fit again is the ability to do something. So let's incorporate the word fitness, right? Fitness. Fitness is being able to perform everyday activities. Walking, maybe a little running, jogging, lifting groceries, being able to help move a refrigerator, to do a basic squat. And I mean body weight wise. Are you able to sit on the floor, squat to the floor, right? Can you play with your kid, grandkids, or something to that effect? And can you get back up off the ground? That's like the true definition of fitness, not what it is on social media and what the propaganda is, which is nothing wrong with it, right? To say that you have a level of fitness and we link it with what we see on social media, that's fine. But you must know, you need to know what the true definition is. And so I'm big on not the average person doing body weight exercises and interpreting that as fitness. Because most people don't want that type of fitness because it's essentially not fitness. Again, fitness is doing average everyday activities. And most people can't even do that. Most people lack upper body strength. They can't run if their life depended on it. They can't pull their body weight up if they're hopping over a fence or something to that effect. So this is the beginner introduction into fitness. So what do you want to do? You want to do functional exercises to enhance your fitness. And right, being able to do average activities coincides with your diet. Right? I had a client that told me that they were actually being trained, right? One of my clients, back in the days, one of my clients actually being trained to lose weight, but tells me that the doctor said that they were healthy and fit. How could you be healthy and fit and needing to lose weight? Now, what I told them, is being transparent and being blunt, was maybe the doctor was telling you that, saying under the circumstances, you're fit, you're healthy with that type of weight that you're carrying, but yet and still you need to lose weight to fall up in the category of being fit in a general sense. That person couldn't walk a block without breathing like they ran a marathon. They had no upper body strength, and being able to sit on the floor, absolutely out of the question. So you want to know what fitness really is, and that is what you should be executing upon. to be fit, to be able to walk a block, to be able to run a block, to lift 20, 30, 40 pounds over your head. You don't need, and also note this, by default, the aesthetics will come. So we focus on aesthetics, and I'll be the first to raise my hand. I am absolutely guilty of that. Focus on aesthetics. I don't now because I know more. And you can argue that, okay, well, you already got aesthetics, right? You already worked yourself to a certain level to where you got a six-pack, and so you're fine. It's a caveat, though. Even with the aesthetics, if your functionality, and I'm speaking for myself, if my functionality isn't up to par as you age, as I've been aging, I'm losing. So what I end up doing, I end up going back to work on being functional because I want to be fit. I want to really execute on fitness again, being able to do average activities. So that's what you should be looking into. And don't run before you walk. So that's what we do. We end up running before we walk because we want the chest, we want the legs, we want the six-pack, and then we forego being fit. All right? So it's very important to understand what fitness is and don't get corrupted by the propaganda about what being fit is. Because you can look fit but can't run a mile. Right? So, or you can look fit and your blood markers are shot. Right? Your cholesterol can be shot. So what good is it to look fit but not be fit in the true essence of the word? So everything that I'm saying, you can look this up, right? This is all factual because this is something that I had to learn. I thought that fitness was the look. The byproduct is going to be if you work being fit, you will start looking fit. It's oxymoron, right? So that's really the crux of the video. So again, it's the beginner to fitness, right? You're a beginner into being fit into the realm of fitness. So what would you do? What should you do? If I had to do it all over again, what would I do? I would do basic exercises. Basic exercises that coincide with everyday activities. I would definitely make sure that I have a level of conditioning. I don't want to carry 2 bags of groceries and my hand grip is slipping and I can't walk up a flight of stairs. That's a problem. That means you're not fit. So you would want to use some strength training. You want to work on some grip strength. You want to work on some presses, right? You want to work on some hip mobility. And most of this stuff is body weight exercises that you can work. But if you're paying for a trainer or if you're paying for a gym membership, it's like this overarching consensus to where I'm wasting my money if I'm not going in there, doing some curls, right? And if you ask yourself, like, what does a curl enhance? A bicep curl. Like they all say that biceps are show muscles because it's for the show, right? Even it's benefits though. Don't take what I'm saying like there's no benefits in bicep curls because the function of the bicep is to curl, right? So you're pulling something towards you. So that's something that can be utilized in everyday activities as well. So I would do basic exercises, incorporate a lot of body weight exercises. I will work on being able to squat down, right? Squats, push-ups, bench dips. So bench dips work your triceps, right? For the pushing, right? Because you want to be able to push. A lot of walking, even if it's like fast-paced walking, a trot, a jog. But it's super imperative to know that fitness is everyday activities. Can you run a game of basketball? You know, can you get out there and throw the football? Can you run a route? Right? Can you walk around the mall? Right? Can you carry your groceries? Can you help somebody move? Right? Like move your furniture. And I'm not talking about no back-breaking activities. I'm saying, right? Maybe you need to move 30 boxes, into the U-Haul truck. Do you have a fitness level to work 4 or 5 hours? Most people can't even stand an hour or 30 minutes without needing to sit down. That means that you're lacking fitness. So again, basic exercises, a lot of body weight exercises. And this is going to sound super simple. Can you get up off the floor? If you was to sit on the floor, how long could you sit on the floor without your hips giving you a problem, without your lower back giving you problems? Now, you don't need to sit on the floor, but that is indicative of us, society, always sitting down, right? 'Cause we sit down on everything we do. It's like now, I'm sitting down making this video. You sit down at work, you sit down at school, you sit down when you're driving, you sit down on the bus, you sit down everywhere. And when I say sit down, I mean you're sitting in a chair. You're in that position. So it may feel like, wow, I get to rest. But how long over a year span that your hips and your core, your back is in that seated position? That's why the stand-up desk then caught fire, right? So the stand-up desk then caught fire, right? In a lot of places, a lot of people buy them, a lot of people use them, or a lot of people just stand up because they're looking to be more fit, because they notice that my hips is tight. So you got lower back pain. Maybe your hips is tight. Maybe your hamstrings are too tight, right? I know this isn't sexy, right? To talk about fitness in this type of format. Well, not this type of format, but to talk fitness in this type of capacity. But it goes hand in hand. And yeah, we pick on bodybuilders and say their bodybuilders are stiff, but that's totally different though. That's their prerogative. That is their profession. That's how they make their money. That's totally different. I'm talking about average people like me and you. We want to be fit. We want to be able to run the beach, man. You want to be able to swim. You know how many people that can't swim? Even if you know how to swim. Swimming is a crazy, crazy workout. Thus why most people don't do it. Running gets a bad rap because your feet start hurting, your ankles start hurting, your knee, your hip, your lower back. Your ass is out of shape. And when somebody says you're out of shape, that means you lack fitness. So you need to crawl before you walk. You need to be able to be flexible, and not flexible like yoga. I mean, can you touch your toes? I can't. I can't touch my toes without having a slight bend in my knee. So that's something that I'm working on. I naturally have super tight hamstrings, but I'm working on that, right? It's always something that we all can work on. But you want to be fit. So you need to work on fit and fitness. and understand that it means average activities. That's all it means. Also, what you eat, your food consumption plays a part into that. Right? Over long periods, 30, 40 years old, you've been eating like shit over half your life. Now, your organs aren't as strong as they should be. Your blood flow isn't as fluid as it should be. Your oxygen capacity is shit because you're not fit. So hopefully this video is making some type of sense and you understand when I say you need to be fit and gain a level of fitness in everyday activities. Again, body weight exercises, a little bit of strength resistance. It will make a world of difference. And once you gain a level of fitness, then you can up the ante, right? You can up the ante once you get to a level of fitness to where you feel like, well, body weight squats isn't challenging me that much no more, right? So you will add a little weight. That's another whole video. But this is just a straight beginner's guide to fitness. And I'm sure this is not what you thought, but I know your ass didn't know that's what fitness really means. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that I don't know absolutely nothing about fitness. And I'm going to prove you wrong. That's the video. Peace.